Before you go, Jimmy, you like Myles Turner?
I feel like you're about to trap me, but yes, I do like Myles Turner.
All right, I hope you guys do. Because I think people have put this idea of Myles Turner in their head. Then he's going to come here, he's going to play, and I just hope you guys like him.
Okay, Bobby, but hear me out.
Are you mad at us, Bobby?
Bobby is disappointed. I think he's disappointed.
No, this is better than where we were yesterday.
I'm not choosing Myles Turner out of 100 players at his position. I'm choosing Myles Turner out of, like, the only option it seems to be. As, like, if you're not going to get a Gordon Hayward, then, yeah, give me Myles Turner. He fills somewhat of a need. He's young enough and maybe Brett Stevens can, improve upon whatever he's good at. Maybe he can make him great, right? Maybe a change of scenery is good. A change of culture is good. And
I think there's a chance.
So when you ask me that question, that's a little bit of a loaded question. I think if the Celtics aren't choosing between 50 guys who are, in the bucket, it's like Myles Turner or a trade exception, then yeah, give me Myles Turner.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I'm not crying today like I was yesterday. I'm feeling pretty good about a return of that caliber from Indiana. I'm just saying, I think some people have started talking about Turner and they've been imagining the likes of Anthony Davis and the DeMarcus Cousins you're imagining, and just these all enveloping centers. He has some issues in his game, and they're gonna have to work him out. And I think there's a chance that Stevens could take greater advantage of him than Nate McMillan did there in Indiana. They were running a 2 big man system. Stevens will put the ball in his hands more, allow him to run the offense a little bit, and put shooters and spacing around him, which could do him well. There's a ton of talent there. It's just I haven't been totally impressed with his Indiana games. And I was up watching him at 5 a.m. when Team USA was playing. And
why don't you like Turner?
It's Team USA. I got very locked into that team with
USA.
Marcus Smart.
Oh my God. You're really going to go with Team USA?
I am. They were so disappointing.
You want to trade Paul Pierce, too, back in the day when Team USA was the biggest failure?
Sixth?
Yeah. Did you want to trade Paul Pierce?
Hey, I was like 6.
I did.
I don't know.
I thought he was such a loser.
Shocking.
So
Bobby, go on.
The biggest issue with Turner, and this is what's going to drive people with crazy, is he likes to float on the perimeter, shoot jump shots, spot up.
NBA.
Well, you're drafting this guy. You're trading for this guy rather to be an interior force, an interior presence, and he's not always going to do that. Daniel Theis, luckily you'll still have him, so you'll have the option to play both of those guys, but could end up being the better team defender of those two in Boston's system. At least an offensive player the way they want to play. Now, Boston has done a pick and pop offense with Al Horford. It would probably be similar to that, but this guy's a little worse of a shooter than Al Horford was.
But Bobby, the last X amount of years, you can go back to like Kendrick Perkins. Does it really have a guy that's like playing significant minutes that's just a straight up banger down low? Not really. You want to get Andre Drummond? Is that what you want?
No.
Exactly.
You'd be better off with Turner. Look,
exactly.
Defensively, he helps you, and he can be the lone big on the floor and be absolutely fine.
The talent is through the roof,
and he likes. And you're right. He likes the jumper. He likes to stretch it. He likes to play in that stretch 4-ish sort of role.
He likes to handle the ball,
and he likes to handle the ball. And again, that's a modern big, but he can anchor your defense. From the center position as the lone big on the floor, and you'll be fine there, and you're not going to get murdered, okay? Right. Like they did it sometimes. And all credit to Daniel Theis and the season he had, and we all love him. But that combo I actually like a lot, Bobby. You lose something for sure. And again, it'd just be a different story if they'd hit with a draft pick, and if they had a hero or somebody else in there to create more offense that you'd lose with Gordon being gone. But I think Turner could fit on this team. I don't think it's a disaster.
No, it's not a disaster at all. I'm just saying there's concerns. There's going to be frustrations as he breaks into the team because he is a enormously talented player. And this is why I'm okay with this deal, because he has the potential to be phenomenal. He's signed through 2023, so there's security there. And he would have value in another ensuing trade one day if you eventually want to move on from him as a powerful chip there. He's a good fit. I think
he's tradable for sure.
Yeah. I think we just flipped Bobby. I just watched us flip Bobby. That was awesome. I'm going to leave on that note. And if anything happens in the next few hours, maybe I'll pop.
We're going to wrap it up too in a couple of minutes. Jimmy, any final thoughts before you press goodbye?
Final thoughts is I'm in a better place mentally than I was yesterday, knowing that Gordon Hayward just
Stop your concern.
didn't just immediately sign with like the Hawks, which is I think a percentage of me thought that may be the case. So it sounds like there's a better chance that the Celtics at least get something out of this than yesterday.
What did we say yesterday? Calm down. Everybody yesterday thought it was the end of the world.
Right. I mean, it sounds like it. Who knows? I mean, the Knicks are still in play. But I don't think it's a great fit.
It's the end of the world if you believe the smoke, and that was the thing.
Right.
You had Atlanta and New York, and again, if somebody kept saying that's bullshit, don't freak out.
That was John.
The fear again is that Danny overplays his hand and he walks for nothing, and that's always been the thing. Entering this point, not having resolved it prior to, opens up a doomsday scenario. That's why I was fired up yesterday, is because you should have figured it out already. And you've had time. Figure out your sign. And I know the league screwed them with this, when can I do business sort of timetable with everything. It made it harder. And the fact that he couldn't gauge his market, so it was hard for Gordon to make a decision on his own. But that's what I was annoyed with, is you've opened up the possibility of losing him for nothing, which is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And so I'm with you, Jimmy. I feel that's less likely to happen. But again, if Danny's just sitting there and saying, no, I'm not budging, and then Indiana's like, forget it, dude. You know what's going to happen? We're going to look around. You're going to go to bed, and Myles Turner is going to have been traded to somebody else tomorrow, and you're going to be like, oh, shit, because then that deal is gone.
And my last point is, John, is Danny doesn't feel how you feel. He doesn't feel that it's a fireable offense, right? Or else he might panic and just take whatever he can get. So clearly he's been told something by the owners, or he knows something that we don't know, that he's fine with this hard negotiation if that's what's going on. He's not concerned about, fireable offenses or losing Gordon Hayward for nothing. So I mean, at least, like I said, maybe he's more, not maybe, clearly he knows what the hell's going on more than we do, but he's not concerned with losing Gordon Hayward for nothing right now. So I mean, that's my takeaway from the first 45 minutes.